Hello everybody, welcome back to EAFC with the Gillingham Youth Academy Challenge, and we've got a bit of news. Yildiz, who we're training to be a striker, is ready to change into that position. So yeah, let's have a look and see if it changes his rating. He's currently a 64. He goes to 66 as a striker, which is good. It now does give us 3 out-and-out strikers at the club, Zhao, Oman and Yildiz, which is good. Yildiz can obviously have that versatility in attacking midfield as well. But we take on Newcastle and Spurs in today's episode. So, yeah, Newcastle sitting there in 10th. We have dropped down since other teams played their games in hand. We're now 9th and 10th, but Newcastle just below us. Spurs just above us, only a point above us at the moment. So 2 wins here could potentially see us move into the European places. So we'll have to see how that goes. But Newcastle beat us in the Carabao Cup, remember. So we'll have to see what they're looking like now. Odysseus in goal. Tonali, Jones and Anderson in midfield again. Sarmiento, Ocampos out there. David up front. Parise. It's going to be an interesting game, this one. I think we're completely fit and healthy, if I remember rightly. We do have, again, Coleman is losing his starting spot. I'm not going to deny that one. I'm not going to lie about that. We do, I think everybody else stays the same. Lungo has really been impressing, so he's going to stay in the team. He's definitely going to stay in the team. Zarins can come on the bench for Mercado. McNeil, do we give McNeil a run? Hassan has not really done much wrong, has he? So I think we stick with that team. Yeah, we might be selling some people in the January because a lot of players I think are going to start to be unhappy about game time. But yeah, that's how we're starting. Let's get into play Newcastle. Here we are then at Priestfield. There is Zhao, the Premier League top goal scorer for the season. 9 goals so far this season, and he's talking to Hassan there in the warm-up. But it should be an interesting game. The Geordie fans have had a long way to travel from Newcastle to Gillingham. It's basically the length of the country. Eddie Howe talking to Scott Lloyd there. The game is just about ready to go. Let's get to kickoff. And it is Newcastle in their green kit to get us underway, which is, I don't really like teams playing in a green kit because it does blend into the turf with you have this sort of view. But hopefully we don't have any problems like that today. These teams have already met once this season in the Carabao Cup. Newcastle came away as winners out of that one. But Gillingham have won the ball back early on here, so let's see if they can do anything with it. Rivero tries to just go round the corner, but Tonali isn't going to fall for that. Jones just avoids the lunging tackle. Through it goes to Sarmiento. Good save from Hassan. The man signed from Brighton there on the right wing forces the first save of the game, and I think it's going to be him to take the corner as well, as there was an option of a short one there. The ball goes in. Hassan has actually spilt it and then jumps on the rebound. And we're going to try and get this one moving quickly to Papadopoulos. And Papadopoulos can come forward. We know that we do like to play on the counter, and, well, that's not very good. I was about to say that's why Oman's lost his place, because Zhao's slightly better on the counter. But, yeah, it didn't really work out like that as Ocampos comes down the side. Sign from Sevilla, I think, Ocampos. Hassan with another relatively easy claim for that one. Again, balls us out quickly and gets Fujiwara going if he can. Fujiwara, oh, it's poor pass. Jones is there, although Fujiwara has stolen the ball off Jones. Fujiwara could be in here. Look, dink over the top. It's in. Oh, and Odysseus came out. It's a really good, brave save. I thought I'd just be able to dink that over him with a little chip. But, yeah, Newcastle showing they're not completely invulnerable in this game. Oh, they're just very good at intercepting, though. Fujiwara looking to go past his man and burst of acceleration and try and get away. Oh, great defending from Giordano. I didn't think he was going to be able to put a foot in there. We were running so quickly, but very well judged by the defender. And 20 minutes gone, it's been pretty much a nothing game, this. No real opportunities. Newcastle breaking through once and Hassan making a good save from Sarmiento, who comes forward again. He's got the pace to get away from Murphy. Cross comes in. No one really there. Poor clearance, though, from Schneider. Parise up from left back. Does fancy a shot, but that's why he plays left back. Dragovic turns and gets the ball into Marquez. Rivero's actually pulled off for a good bit of space here. Went for a big drive from range, but it's a good save, and Ocampos can look to bring it away. It's been that sort of game, very scrappy. It's 10 minutes till half time, and neither team taking control. It is a sort of a mid-table. Oh, Sarmiento, great burst of pace. It is sort of a mid-table clash as we put him under a bit. What a goal that is! I was like, we put him under pressure and he's going to miss. But he hasn't. He's held off the pressure and absolutely rifled that into the top corner. What a finish. I thought Jovanovic, or Lungo, sorry, had done enough. That's one hell of a finish into the top corner. It was past Hassan before he could really react. 1-0 Newcastle. Oh, Marquez was caught very, very late there, but ref's given us an advantage for Papadopoulos to try and make something happen. He has found Schneider, who can try and put this one in. Now, Zhao's not the tallest, so that is never really going to work. And, well, David has just held that up well, but Marquez picks up the loose ball. Out to Murphy. On one more to Cusick, who comes forward. Looking in towards Rivero. Oh, I was trying to just put that through the gap to Zhao. Good defending from Newcastle, though, and they've got this lead, and it's come through Sarmiento. Who's just easily been their best player. He's had a burst of acceleration to get him away from the defenders. That's helped him out twice, as Tonali, nearly caught on the ball, but the Italian does well. Anderson. But yeah, Sarmiento's just been the difference for Newcastle in this one. We've not really created very much, as Anderson comes forward. Good tackle from Lungo. It'll be a corner to finish the game. It's going to be a yellow card for Elliot Anderson. That must be the tackle on Marquez, which was pretty horrific. But he does pick up a yellow card for it. We're going to see it here. I think Marquez just... But yeah, I mean, it's a horrible tackle from the Scotsman. But, yeah, he gets a yellow card for his troubles. 1-0. Corner comes in. That should be easy. Oh, Dragovic, what are you doing? Lungo, composure at the back. That will be half-time. And it is 1-0 Newcastle. Not the script we had planned for Gillingham. Okay. A change at half-time from Scott Lloyd, and we're mixing this one up. It's an Oman and Zhao partnership, and we've changed to a 4-4-2. We've seen it a couple of times this season. It's very early to do it for Scott Lloyd, but he's obviously seen something that they think they can take advantage of with getting Oman up there as another striker. It's Oman on for Marquez, so the attacking midfielder has just basically been turned into a striker now. That's not a good pass from Cusick, is it? That's a terrible crossfield pass. Jones into Tonali. Anderson turns and gives it out to Parise. Parise trying to get away from Schneider. Schneider tracks him really well, and that'll be a goal kick. So having Oman up there does give us an option to go a bit more direct. Well, that's Fujiwara. I was in so much space I could have brought that down, although Fujiwara has won it back, got it to Rivero, and he's going to give it back to the Japanese player, the Japanese international Fujiwara, into Oman. Oman, I didn't have enough space to get the shot off, so I tried to toe poke it through to Zhao, and it just got intercepted at the last minute as Tonali now brings it forward for Newcastle. Here's Sarmiento, the danger man. Hopefully Cusick. I mean, I had like 4 yards in front of Sarmiento there, and he still nearly got there ahead of Cusick. But now here comes Schneider bringing the ball forward. Zhao gives it away but gets it back on a lucky rebound. Gives it away again. It's not been the Premier League top goal scorer's game today. Oh, a huge gap through the middle is going to release Anderson, and he's got David square. David passes it on one more to Tonali, who's going to line up a shot from range. Tonali's on it again. Sensible pass. Well, it's a flamboyant pass, but a sensible option to go back to Jones. David is in. Good challenge, and Dragovic gets there. Papadopoulos. We haven't really got Oman into this game yet. Zhao trying to defend, and Newcastle just get back in numbers. Papadopoulos, lovely ball over the top. It's a horrible tackle on him again, but Schneider has got some space, and Schneider's there. Oh, great interception from Costello. Schneider picks out Zhao, who's got a pocket of space, and that space was closed very quickly. Papadopoulos has done well. He's got a man in the middle. The little dink is too close to the keeper, though. And we are just struggling to break this one down. Newcastle defending very, very well here. We do win the header there. We need players like Rivero on the ball a little bit more. Fujiwara just trying to get past his man. Little Cruyff turn to create a bit of space. Rivero's there. Puts a ball towards the back post. Papadopoulos trying to head it back across. Oman is there but can't get on the end of it. And Newcastle are just hanging on with every little touch. Although Dragovic has lost the ball in a very bad situation there. And we need to sort of stem this attack quickly as Rivero goes flying in for an interception but doesn't get it. Anderson, good touch to go backwards to Jones, but he's run into trouble, and Zhao could be in. There was an opening between the defenders, and Zhao is in. Zhao shoots, top corner, 1-1 with 10 minutes to go. Zhao gets it. You can't keep him down for long. They've kept him quiet all game, but Zhao is there, and it is 1-1, and it's a good result for Gillingham. It really is a good result if we can pull this back to 1-1. Can we go and get the win? We won it back high up the pitch. There was a big gap in between the defenders, and Zhao, again, once he's on that left foot, he very rarely misses, and that is a ferocious finish. And Gillingham are making some subs. Fresh legs coming on. We've got Zarins, Coleman, Pinto, and Olsen, I think, at right back, potentially. But the main ones are on the wings. Papadopoulos replaced by Zarins, Fujiwara replaced by Coleman. Both players been asking for a bit more first-team football, so now is their chance. There, see, we've read Sarmiento that time. We knew what his move was going to be. Coleman, ball through. There is Oman. He's not really had the... we might sell Oman, you know. He's not really having the impact anymore that he had in the lower divisions. He's got, like, finishing... Oh, that's a really good challenge. He's got finishing 90, but I do think that he's let down by some of his other attributes. Although saying that, he is in behind here. Oman, he's won us the game. I've just been slagging him off, and he's won us the game. As I was talking about his finishing being 90, like, that proves he just needs a chance. Maybe he just needs a chance, but it does show we can change up our system. We haven't really changed how we've been playing, but Oman does give us another option. And that is a wonderful goal from Oman. Just bursts away, just inside the edge of the box. Rifled finish with the left foot again. It's a bit too close to the keeper for my liking, but it's a lovely goal. And it's 2-1 Gillingham, and I think we've turned this one around. So with like 30 seconds to go plus injury time, or added time, all we need to do is keep this tight at the back. Curtis Jones gets round Rivero. There is David Tonali. You can see Newcastle have pushed so many men forward. It's the first time we've really seen Molina getting forward on sort of an overlap. Oh, I've absolutely clattered him. And it will be a free kick. It's good. Oh, please don't score from this free kick. I went to block the cross and got the timing all wrong. But it is going to be a free kick. And Tonali swings it in. It's too close to Hassan. It's full time. Oman gets us the win. 2-1 to the Gills. What a result that is. And it's that man up there again as man of the match. Zhao gets it. Murphy, Lungo and Oman having good games. I thought Oman might get a higher rating. But I guess other than scoring, he didn't actually do very much. But yeah, good performances all round. Very happy with how that game went. What a win. Okay, so the China scout has come back. We've got Zhu Rongzhu, who definitely looks like he's not going to be good enough, judging by those overalls. Chung Kung Jie, again, someone who doesn't look very good. Kei Xian, not looking great. And Xian Gao, who's 200k, but not looking amazing, to be honest. We have a few other ones in here as well. Youth Scout report available from England. We have Blake Taylor. Doesn't look like he's going to make it. Brandon Wilson doesn't look like he's going to make it. Isaac Fox, he's not going to make it. Jake Talbot, he's not going to make it. Ed Bowden, he's not going to make it. And Ed Chandler, 1.3 million. Yes, we'll get you in. That is not a problem. And then finally, we have a scout from Ecuador. This is the last report he's going to give back from Ecuador. And then we're going to be moving on to New Zealand, which was where our request is taking us. 350k, no, 90. I mean, it needs to be something very special now for us to sign them. Potentially this guy, he's got good hair. We could give him a chance. Let's have a look at Albert Ramirez. No. We'll give Diego Moreira a chance. We'll see if he makes it at this level. But we can archive that. We can archive that. And then I think we'll go into our scouts, into the youth staff. And yes, Alistair Little he's at China. These two are available. So Rajna Dragovic will be going off to New Zealand, which is where we had a request. And it was a technically gifted New Zealander that we were after. And then Chemo Vitae, I think we had a request for someone else, but off the top of my head, I can't remember where it is. So we're going to go to Albania and look for a physically strong Albanian, which sort of makes sense. Most Albanians that have played in the Premier League and like at a good level have been physically strong players, I would argue. I was going to say except Jordan Shaqiri, but he's Swiss, Albanian descent. Right, next up is Spurs away. So we're going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So this will be an interesting game. They are lining up with Ortega Moreno in goal. They've got Hermoso and Rodon at the back. Udogi still there. They've signed Anthony Gordon. Ndumbele is captain. What a revival of his Spurs career that is. And Kulusevski is out on the right-hand side. Now, we should be fully fit because we've had a week off. But again, Coleman is going to start on the bench. Jovanovic will come back in for this one, I think. I'm happy to get the captain back in, even though he's not completely match fit. And I'm going to do that change again. Zarins is going to go on the bench. And I think we stick with that. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. And it's going to be the home team to kick us off. Spurs here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It could be an interesting game. They've got Fran Beltran. I didn't realise that in the... I obviously bypassed that. I wasn't looking that far back. But yeah, Fran Beltran back there as well. As Ndumbele comes forward. He gets around the tackle of Cusick somehow. And it gives Kulusevski a little bit of space down this side. Tottenham starting on the attack. Rivero doing well though. And Gillingham just get the ball. We're going to give it a little bit of a recycle and see what we can do with Hassan, who goes long up to Papadopoulos. It's a really good header down into the pass for Dragovic, but his pass is intercepted by Fran Beltran, and Spurs retain possession. And Ndumbele, the captain, club captain for Spurs nowadays, back to Beltran. Recycle it well. Ndumbele, lovely little bit of skill to get past that challenge as Wahai is in, and he just sort of forgot he had the ball there, which was a bit weird. Dragovic. Up it goes to Marquez, who's got so much space. Marquez is in. He's in behind the defence, this Marquez. It's terrible from Spurs. The little dink. Great save from Moreno, to be fair to him. And it remains 0-0. It probably should have been 1-0 there. But unfortunately, we didn't take the opportunity that was pretty much gifted to us. It's good to see that Spurs are playing like Ange Postecoglou's real-life Spurs, where they basically defend on the halfway line, and once you break that offside trap, you're through on goal. Anthony Gordon runs down the left-hand side up against Schneider. Really good defending from the German. And he pulls that one away. Papadopoulos, Marquez, good ball round the corner to Dragovic. And so much space out wide. And again, we've broken through that offside trap. Zhao does get there into Fujiwara. Got a good tackle from Reeve. And Spurs are basically hanging on with some last-ditch defending right now. Kulusevski down the right-hand side does hold off the challenge. It's a cross in. Schneider's there again. Really good defending. And Marquez puts it off to Papadopoulos, and it's very much a sort of counter-attacking game for us, but that's not a good pass from Papadopoulos. Wahi gets round one challenge, and he's got Murphy for company. Oh, I thought I was going to clip his feet there. Wahi's holding the ball up well. Back to Udogie. Destiny Udogie turns back to Wahi again. Creates space. Good save, Hassan, and Cusick can just sort of spoon the clearance away. And it falls to Fujiwara, so a bit lucky there from Cusick. Zhao, nice little 1-2 with Marquez. Can it be a 3-4? Yes, it can. Zhao has got a runner next to him. It's Rivero. Rivero's in. Rivero! He's missed the target. Oh, Rivero. Probably the one player I wanted that to fall to, but maybe on his left foot. Zhao bends his run really well to get past the offside trap. It's sort of taken the Spurs defenders by mistake. That's not the phrase I'm looking for. By surprise. Rivero with a good effort again, but another really good save from Ortega in goal. And this cross is going to come in. It's a bit deep. Jovanovic is up. He wins it, but we can't get on the second ball. And Anthony Gordon just sort of boots it away to safety. Fofana finds Wahi. Wahi is just forced a little bit wide. We've actually defended that quite well. As it goes back to Destiny Udogie. Tries to get it on that left foot of his. We're trying to just crowd him out here. Jovanovic. Oh, he's got round. A good save from Hassan. He sort of ran in a straight line and got round the tackle of Jovanovic, which was a surprise. But 4 minutes till half-time. Still 0-0 here. We've wasted some very good opportunities. Oh, Hassan had to claim that one because there was a man lurking at the back post. But Hassan throws this one out quickly. Fujiwara comes forward. Oh, what a pass from Fujiwara. It's not where I was intending that to go. Marquez is in, and that is 1-0 Gillingham. I was trying to just put that into the path of Zhao, and Fujiwara somehow was like, nah, you definitely want to find Marquez with that one, Dave. And there we go. Marquez gets the opening goal, 1-0. It's a really nice finish, but it's all about the pass from Fujiwara. It's an unbelievable bit of vision from the Japanese winger, and that is such a good pass. And Marquez is in. The keeper's got his angles all wrong. He's kept them in it so far with 2 really good saves. But Marquez isn't missing that one. And that is 1-0 Gillingham. So half-time then, 1-0 to the Gills away here at Spurs. They are on a really good run of form at the moment. Since they got beaten by Newcastle in the Carabao Cup and Man City in the league, they've not really lost. Did we lose to Crystal Palace? Thinking about it, we might have lost to Crystal Palace. But everyone's fit and healthy, so I think we just go out with the same team. Oh, that's a good ball up the line to release Destiny Udogie from Anthony Gordon. And Destiny Udogie tries to cut that one back, but Schneider's very well placed to intercept it. He goes very direct towards Marquez, but his pass is intercepted by Fran Beltran. Dragovic tried to get a touch on it. Jovanovic very well placed to intercept that one. And it's a frantic start to the second half, so just trying to get a bit of control over the game now, I think. Murphy with a good pass. Dragovic up towards Papadopoulos. Knocks that back to his full-back Schneider. Oh, I was trying to get Papadopoulos through again. Destiny Doji can't quite quick that in, though. And it's going to be Spurs' first sub. Ndombele, the captain, is taken off by Joshua Kimmich, who they left on the bench. What is Papadopoulos? What is Postecoglou thinking there? That's a very strange decision, starting Ndombele and not starting Joshua Kimmich. But there you go. Cusick comes forward. Great run from Fujiwara to spin in behind. Fujiwara is there. There's a cut back on, but it's really... That's probably one of the poorest crosses I've ever seen Fujiwara do. Zhao gives it out to Fujiwara again. We have got a bit more control in this game in this half. Rivero, lovely ball out. Papadopoulos, first time, cross in. Oh, it's going to fall to Marquez. What a save from Moreno in goal. It fell to us somehow. The defender completely messed up his clearance. And it fell to Marquez. And that all came about because Rivero's wonderful crossfield pass. That's a terrible pass intercepted by Kimmich there. But yeah, still 1-0, and they've got Ortega to thank for that. That is an unbelievable save. Dragovic comes forward. Fujiwara in so much space on the left. It's a poor pass from Dragovic. He's no Rivero with his passing, I'll tell you that much. Our next game in the top left, you can see there is Nottingham Forest at home. So we'll be going back to Priestfield for our next game. But at the moment, it's only 1-0 against Spurs, and their goalkeeper has definitely kept them in it. And they're flying forward here with Anthony Gordon. Schneider, well... I didn't win the ball, but I definitely put him off, and he had to hurdle me, but it's not a foul. Papadopoulos comes forward. Zhao making a good run. Terrible pass from Papadopoulos. Joshua Kimmich trying to bundle his way through with a couple of ball rolls. Schneider's having absolutely none of it. Dragovic out there to Marquez. Zhao with a really good run into that space again, and they just can't track these runs. It's Zhao. Zhao's in. Fires it in the top corner. And again, you cannot keep this boy down. 2-0 Gillingham with 10 minutes to go. And he's bringing out what is becoming his trademark celebration. What a pass through to him. The defenders just couldn't track his run. His attacking movement is really, really good. And yeah, Zhao, left foot. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss those. 2-0 Gillingham. Lovely stuff. And it's substitutions galore for Gillingham again. We're getting used to these now. It's Papadopoulos, Dragovic, Fujiwara and Schneider coming off. And yeah, all the new wingers. Coleman, Zarins, Olsen coming on, and Pinto in the midfield as well. So the usual substitutes, as it looks like Kulusevski maybe taking a little bit more of a central role for Spurs after that goal. But 82 minutes gone, and Spurs are sort of sinking without a trace here. Look at the amount of space for Coleman out there. Absolutely ridiculous, and he's going to have the fresh legs and the pace because he's a speedy little boy. Coleman shoots. Great save again from Moreno. I don't know how he's kept that one out. It's come to Rivero, and while he got back to him just before I could get a shot off, Fofana back to Destiny Udogie. But really, there hasn't been a standout player for Spurs, and in every game we've played, I'd say so far this season, the opposition have had a standout, as that's into Pinto. Pinto shoots. Fires it into the roof of the net. 3-0 Gillingham. Tottenham sinking without a trace. The fresh legs of the substitutes making a difference. And Pinto fires home. I think that's his first goal of the season. And we are making a bit of a mockery of Spurs here. 3-0 we are winning this one away from home. And Pinto, yeah, just nicely rattles it into that top corner. Lovely stuff. 3-0 Gillingham. And that is full time. The referee puts Tottenham out of their misery. 3-0 loss at home to Gillingham. They are not going to, the boos ring out. They're not going to be happy with that one. I think Zhao will probably be man of the match again. It's not. It's Pedro Marquez who picks up man of the match, which is absolutely awesome. As we can just sort by match right here. Marquez, 1 goal and an assist. Zhao up there with a goal with an 8.5. Zarins did well off the bench. Pinto did well off the bench. In fact, everybody actually put in a very decent performance. Coleman getting a 6.1, which is probably a bit harsh. I mean, he did have a really good shot saved from the goalkeeper. But yeah, another good performance all round. So I said in the last episode that I've got some different sliders. I didn't put them on for this episode, but let me know if you want to, if we should try them, or are you happy with how the game is being played at the moment? Because although it feels like some games are a little bit easy, I do think like the game against Man City was really challenging. It was really good. And I think the against the big teams, not saying that Forest aren't a big, Spurs aren't a big team, but against the big teams, I do think we'll find it a bit harder. But let me know your thoughts down below. Always interested to read and reply to your comments about this game. I'm enjoying playing it, and we'll see how far it goes. Morale is a bit bad because people aren't playing, but we're up to 6th now. We are up to 6th. I mean, we're on Legendary. We're just playing with sliders, so or world class, I think we're on. We're on legendary. Yeah, legendary with sliders. But we got 20 points. We're 4 points off the top of the table. I'm quite happy with the sliders and just winning and struggling against the bigger teams. But let me know your thoughts down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.